So when you want new ideas, what do? You disconnect and you kind of look around and you get inspiration from whatever's around you. So I mean, I have a golf ball before me. So if I were to kind of focus on this, I can think of a few ideas. I can think of something really amazing from a golf ball. Probably I'm creative or I'm in a design world, but generally even people can think about it. You can have so many creations around this. If you have a cup on your table, you can think about the interesting things you can have. And of course, I've got this box here, which is my latest creation. So this is a box. If it's lying on my table, I can think about 10 different things which I can elaborate from this and stuff. So ideation is not a difficult task. It's easy. I mean, if you can have your brain off the computer and stuff, you can definitely think. So I have a key ring. I got a specific one because it allows me to kind of have this in my jeans. I mean, if I have a habit of losing my keys or whatever, this helps. But actually speaking, it's basically it's something which inspires me to kind of think about technology, electronics and stuff. So if you want to kind of refreshen your brain and you want to stay kind of innovative around ideas and stuff, you have to start implementing those in your daily lives as well. And inspiration can come from anywhere. Inspiration is something which you have anywhere and everywhere. You take a look around rather than only on the computer, and you will know that when you're keeping your eyes and windows open, something or the other just comes up your way and stuff like that. And you have to spend time off the phone and stuff. I'm sorry if I sound like a grandmommy or whatever, but in the interest of the nation, it's definitely important to kind of have your creative side going, go for a movie, and kind of read up. I've already said that, but probably do some pottery, probably do some planting of trees and stuff or plants or whatever, because that connects you with nature. It kind of grounds you there and then. Start cleaning up your room. And I've done this a day before yesterday. Personally speaking, I gave an off to my helper, and I've kind of cleaned my cupboards on my own. And after I've done that, I kind of get a realization that I got so many clothes which I was not even looking at and stuff. And now I know what I can wear, so it kind of helps me be more fashionable, more funky, be more out there and stuff. So if you are kind of spending all your time and energy on delegating and not doing some stuff on your own, you will never know what is it that you can do in terms of self improvement as well. So these are these very basic tips in daily life, and it's in this book also, which I just read. I'm going to keep the name for later on, but the point is this, that to be in the moment, one doesn't have to necessarily be only on the computer and on the phone and stuff. And all these games people play, and all these online planting apps, and all these games, they kind of suck in your energy and stuff. So log out, tune into some music, exercise, get into some meditation or whatever. And definitely soak up more of TV and stuff, because when you're watching movies, or you're watching animated stuff, or you're watching something which is not unhealthy, or which doesn't have too much of killing and stuff like that, it also kind of keeps you looking at the positive and the brighter side of the world and stuff. So that's that. Unless and until you're in a job where your task is to kind of drop bombs and stuff on people, best is to kind of look at stuff which is healthy and stuff which feels positive and uplifting, because at the end of the day or start of the day, you're responsible for your own energy and stuff like that. And it's easy to kind of get sucked into online discussions and debates and stuff. So from the very beginning, I've made it a habit to not comment on too many pages or whatever. So very few are the ones will get my comments or my inputs or thoughts on. And I think I have a habit of this since the year 2010. I would go into the office also, and I would kind of log into the computer, and I would just ignore and not even reciprocate or be on social media, because I feel much better is talking or kind of having a phone call or a conversation or whatever. But of course, now with WhatsApp and stuff like that, it's easier to be in touch. And then definitely recorded messages make life a lot easier, because they are more personal. So stick to these habits. I mean, we are around here, in Hindi, hum kaun sa mar rahe hain abhi? They say that, people sometimes say that, Facebook gives you a feeling, or social media gives you a feeling that I'm not alive. But the reason is this, that you feel down and you feel low because you spend all your time and energy only in the social world and virtual world. and it is a physical or a psychological distance. If you can pick up the phone and have a chat, you can have 10 different conversations and you bond even better, and that's how our grandparents and our uncle aunties were better off, because they were spending more time on personal conversations and in personal relationships and stuff than being in long distance phones or cyber worlds and stuff like that. So think about it, and always a great idea to be in the real world and stuff, and enjoying. And cheers to you on a lovely coffee or a chai. you know this is actually coffee, and it's Sri Lankan coffee. So this is another way to kind of relax and detox, get your favorite flavor and enjoy. And believe me, Bill Gates का एक कल वीडियो था. There was a Bill Gates video. I was so kicked by it. It's so positive, and it kind of makes me look at the positive of enjoying even a cup of chai or a coffee and stuff. So enjoy yourself, and slow down is a good idea, and relaxation and rejuvenation always helps you kind of bounce back and do more. So if you're caught up in this thing about running a marathon or being a sports person yourself, where you're driving and you're being crazy and you're rushing, it's always a good idea to have these little tips happening for you. Definitely offline work works and helps, because it helps you kind of stay detached from unnecessary kachra and crap of the world and stuff. Yeah, so that's that. And the power of improving your knowledge and intellect also comes when you read more of offline and then on online, because like I said, all these memories or all those pictures or all those items will stay in your mind. And we had a workshop about it, and I also spoke to some people who were in meditation in Leh Ladakh, and this is what they had to say, that if you kind of follow something in the night and then you sleep, you actually end up thinking more about that as well. So always a good idea to read up and to pray and chant and meditate and sleep, and wake up feeling like a live wire and kicking it. So have fun and have a blast. And with the weather and stuff, if you're inspired to kind of get back to marathon and running and stuff, carry a pair of shoes in your car, or keep an extra pair of clothes in your gym, and wherever you can, park your car and start running and stuff, like I did yesterday. It was raining, and I really wanted to kind of run a lot more, but I didn't have the appropriate shoes with me. So no excuses, be prepared, look at the solutions and stuff, and get going. So love and luck, take care, bye bye, have a blast, bye. This is Jasleen Kapani, and thanks for your messages and your emails. Take care, bye.